So let's begin the journey.
Siddhartha Gautama, also known as the Buddha, the Awakened One, was the leader and founder of the sect of wandering Samanas, one of the sects which existed at the time of all India. The teachings of Siddhartha Gautama, also considered the core of Buddhism. After his death, the community he founded slowly evolved into a religious-like movement, which was finally established as a state religion in India by the time of Emperor Ashoka during the 3rd century BC before Christ. Siddhartha is a Sanskrit personal name which means he who achieves his goal. The name is best known in English as the title of the novel by Hermann Hesse, in which the main character is named Siddhartha. The Sanskrit family name Gautama means descendants of Gautama. Gautama is the name of several figures in ancient India, including a poet of the Rig Veda and also exponent Gautama, a famous Indian. Pale literature normally refers to Siddhartha Gautama as Gautama Buddha. Traditionally, the meaning of the term Buddha is understood as a person who has awakened from the deep sleep of ignorance. The realization that he, like anyone else, could be subject to different forms of human suffering drove Siddhartha into a personal crisis. By the time he was 29, he abandoned his home and began to live as a homeless ascetic. Siddhartha's ideas have some similarities with the work of Kapila, an Indian sage who lived probably about 2 centuries earlier. Both were concerned with providing humanity with a relief from suffering. They discarded the remedies proposed by the Vedic rites, especially the sacrifices. They considered these rites to be cruel because of their strong connection with the slaughter of living beings. Both of them believed that knowledge and meditation were the true means of salvation. Capella organized his views in a system of philosophy that he has not a hint of sympathy for mankind in general. The Buddha, on the other hand, delivered his message with a living and all-embracing sympathy and a deep concern for the poor and oppressed. He preached in favor of the equality of man, which was largely forgotten in the Indian society during his time.
People adhere to religion for the sakes of their soul, but it turns out that regular participation in faith-based activities is good for the body and mind too. Religion can make people happier and healthier. Many people choose their religion based on what their family members practice. Spiritually, people like to have a sense of where they came from, how they got there, and where they're going. Americans are lucky enough to have the freedom to choose which path of religion to follow. But when it comes to being Buddhist, it is totally different. The word Buddhism means meaning, purpose, and my life daily. This religion offers a how rather than a why. The Buddha said that asking why when you are suffering is like a man shot with an arrow asking lots of questions about it before he'll let the doctor pull it out. First, remove the cause of the pain, then ask the questions. This religion also believes that a bunch of words in a book can never tell you. So the Buddhist path is a path of training to get you to the best possible state to have that direct experience. Starting the day off with meditation and eating healthy because they believe that you should not cause any harm to any other living thing. Buddhists believe that your happiness depends on your own state of mind more than or having or doing certain things. Buddhists believe that once you are born, you will always be what you are as you are. Then, the you that you are now will be the you when you die.
The different form of Buddhism can be understood by becoming familiar with the two major schools that arose out of Buddha's basic teachings. The two major schools of Buddhism, Theravada and Mahayana, are to be understood as different expressions of the same teaching of the historical Buddha. In fact, They agree upon and practice the core teachings of the Buddha Dharma. You will not find any animosity between the two major schools other than that created by healthy debate on the expression of and the implementation of the Buddha's teaching. First, Theravada. Theravada, in other words, is the teachings of the elders. In most Buddhist countries of Southern Asia, there never arose any serious differences on the fundamentals of Buddhism. All these countries, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Burma, have accepted the principles of the Theravada school, and any differences there might be between the various schools is restricted to minor matters. The earliest available teachings of the Buddha are to be found in Pali literature and belongs to the school of the Theravadins, who may be called the most orthodox school of Buddhism. This school admits the human characteristics of the Buddha and is characterized by a psychological understanding of human nature and an emphasis on a meditative approach to the transformation of consciousness. The teachings of the Buddha according to this school is very plain. He asks us to abstain from all kinds of evil, to accumulate all that is good, and to purify our minds. The Mahayana. The Mahayana is more of an umbrella body for a great variety of schools, from the Tantra school, the secret teaching of yoga, well represented in Tibet and Nepal, to the Pure Land section, whose essential teaching is that salvation can be attained only through absolute trust in the saving power of Amitabha, longing to be reborn in his paradise through grace, which are found in China, Korea, and Japan. Chan and Zen Buddhism of China and Japan are meditation schools. According to these schools, to look inward and not to look outward is the only way to achieve enlightenment, which to the human mind is ultimately the same as Buddhahood. In this system, the emphasis is upon intuition, its peculiarity being that it has no words in which to express itself at all. So it does this in symbols and images. In the course of this time, the system developed its philosophy of intuition such a degree that it remains unique to this day.
As Siddhartha was approaching his enlightenment while meditating, a devil named Mara tried to stop him, but in the end, Mara was defeated. The particular moment is often represented in art. The Buddha seated in meditation, one hand on his lap, the other pendant in a gesture known as earth witness, which represents unshakability of steady fastness when being subject to the demon's temptations.
Hi there, my name's Michael Mitchell, and today I'm here at the Cambodian Buddhist Society in Charlotte, North Carolina. We're here to interview Tim, gain some insight onto his Buddhist theology. Tara, with the rebirth concept of Buddhism, how does that work, and how do you know if you're going to be reborn?
Reincarnation.
Yes, reincarnation. How does reincarnation?
It's like you earn credit. Part of that, of course, nobody's perfect, but based on how you live, how you treat yourself and treat the other, and treat all the life on earth, and then if you do all those things good, and then when you reimburse, reincarnation, you can go to many things. Either you go to become a man, but it's not that handsome. Is you get your body is not proper, which is mean not 100% like the human need. You can be a good guy, look good, but inside is not good. And either that or you can fail while you're living in your life. You never get success no matter what you try because you have too much sins. They carry with you. But you have enough credit to be a human. But you become a human, it don't mean like you will be success like other people. You might have something I don't have. And I might have something she doesn't have. So those never be equal, but the Buddhist practice, the Buddhist teaching us that we practice, we have to treat everybody the same, and we have to treat yourself as other people. You have to give more love and care to other people, and make sure you when you do, if you know it's wrong, even though people don't see, don't do it because somebody else watch you. Right? In America, most people don't get suffer as much like in Africa, for example. When you're born, they already send you. You already qualified to send you to America. It don't mean you're American, born an American. You can die born in Africa. If you not qualified again in America, on this earth have so many levels, different spot of living. That's what Bible said, that sometimes I can live here, but if I do bad thing, when I die, I may become an animal, I become to a nasty animal, worm or whatever. But if I qualify to be a human again, I might go to Africa or go some other country that really nothing but war and fight. So you practice good, you treat people right, give people love and care, and don't harm nobody, don't steal, don't lie, and stuff like that. He believe it all. Don't kill animal if you don't have to, or any insect even. They have life. They need to live. They have family just like you and I. If you don't need them, they don't hurt us. No need to bother them. Leave them alone because for example, he said one ant just climbing up on the water rain and float, and you just put a little stick when he try to float, come across. The ant know, even though he that small, he blessed somehow that part of the spirit. He tell a million and other that he have human beings save his life, and then they do it so nice. What they pray in their way, the way they live, they believe in that blessing you, and because you have done it, so they not about the end only. A lot of things like angel or the God see how good your heart is. You get more blessed from everybody. It's not only about from this ant, but the ant tell a million ants, so that all those become power, and then they tell a message to God or to good thing, and that good thing will come looking for who did that. For example, a goodness.
Daily life.
Yeah.
In and out. How do you think your practice affects that? More so than
Buddhists don't really want you to do any more than like when you wake up, wash your face and say, thank God that I'm here. Okay? Just like you say, thank Jesus and wake me up. It's just similar basic. And God say, okay, that's receive a good thing already. One thing, God, make yourself happy. You're happy with whatever you have in the morning. That's what have to practice. You're happy with your clothes. Don't get mad because your clothes get dirty or couldn't find. Try to control yourself with good attitude. And the way you control yourself to be a good attitude, not only yourself know, and things around that you don't see. A lot of things on earth that you don't see that's there. For example, like wind. You don't see wind. And it's there that we need it, right? A lot of other things that you don't see, you cannot see. You don't have enough power to see it, and it's there. So what I mean by that, we said that thank God that I'm here this morning. Wash your face, brush, and find your clothes, put it on, and go to work. And happy with it. Say you control yourself. I'm going to do the right thing. When I do the right thing, I'm going to work. Make sure that I go earn money. But I go to work, I will try carefully and not try to hurt nobody. That's what we believe practice.
What kind of diet restrictions do you have? Can you eat meat?
We can eat, we eat
what
meat.
Can't you eat?
For example, meat like beef and chicken, pork, because we born, we raised, we eat it. He's gonna survive if we eating chicken when he die. So yes, it's a good question. I eat chicken, I eat beef and pork. But I'm not going to go out there and kill one if I don't need them. Because animals, when they get to the point, sometimes they fight back. When they see you or see me, they say that guy going to come kill me and eat my meat. So the animal can know, have feelings, you believe or not. And a lot of now people know more and more. Even though chicken give you a hug and give you a kiss, and we're surprised why chicken can. But yes, chicken have feeling if you teach him right, and he know. When he want ready to kill him, he keep running, and then they said that chicken kind of know, but nobody tell him. They have so much food. Human animal like cow only eat grass. That's the only option they have. Like lion, tiger, their option only eat meat. They cannot eat anything human. Have bean, have rice, have fruit, have vegetable, we have a thousand food that you can eat without eating meat. You don't have to eat meat to raise yourself. You can have a healthy as good, maybe better even